Good morning, class, and Professor Reyes Peña. My name is Edward Pope, and I have enjoyed the past 8 weeks of further exploring leadership, different leadership theories and styles, and just getting to know you guys more through our discussion posts. And some of you I've shared some classes with. So, thank you for a great class in 8 weeks. I'm really excited to talk about the Module 7 reflection and specifically about servant leadership. It is a leadership style that I believe in, that I practice, that I've seen that has been so effective, not just in making an organization better, but also truly helping people and helping people to change. And so, the initiator of this theory, Robert Greenleaf, in his essay, Servant as a Leader, talked about just a different dynamic of leadership that was different from the pyramid model where the leader's at the top and all the people and all his underlings are at the bottom and everybody follows that leader. I became very familiar with this through the writings of Ken Blanchard and Stephen Covey. And so early on in my career, and part of my character as well has been to be a servant first. And in his essay, he writes that the servant leader is a servant first. And it begins with a natural feeling that one wants to serve and to serve first. And this conscious choice brings one to aspire to lead. That person is sharply different from one who is a leader first, perhaps because of the need to assuage an unusual power drive or to acquire material possessions. The leadership, the leader first and the servant first are two extreme types. And one of the other things that he says is that, a servant leader focuses on the growth and well-being of the people and the communities to which they belong. Uh, the servant leader shares power and puts the needs of others and helps people develop and perform as highly as possible. And so, in our text, it highlighted some key principles of what it means to be a servant leader. And they had 10. I've seen 12, I've seen 8. But basically, the principles of servant leadership are listening, empathy, healing, awareness, persuasion, conceptualization, foresight, stewardship, a commitment to the growth of people, and the building of community. And in different forms, a lot of these different principles are put into practice. Some of them are not, depending on situation and person. But really, for me, it talks about relationship and being a servant first in your relationship and wanting to see the success of other people. And so obviously we have our textbook uh, for more information about this. I would suggest going to greenleaf.org, which is Robert Greenleaf's website on servant leadership. Read some books from Ken Blanchard and Stephen Covey and Peter Senge. But there are a lot of resources out there for the servant leadership student, which I believe that is what I am, a servant leadership and a leadership student. And so Ken Blanchard said, saying you're a servant leader is a good start, but it's your behavior that makes it real for people. And the thing that I appreciate about servant leadership is the fact that you cannot fake having a serving and a servant heart and a serving attitude. People will see either the sincerity or the lack of sincerity in your everyday life. If you're one way at home and you're another way at work, it just does not work. It's apparent that you may not be the servant leader that you espouse or pretend that you might be. And so, how do one of the things that about servant leadership is that it's about getting in there and doing the work. And so, for the assignment choice that I had, is early on to present a commitment for every student of the class to volunteer to an organization that basically has direct contact with the life of one person for 6 weeks. And knowing that some of these have vetting processes and things like that, I know that's difficult, but there are places where you can go and volunteer and have one-on-one a relationship. There's Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Boys and Girls Club, Pivot Oklahoma. There's various mentorships opportunities for people getting out of jail through CASA and Creative Oklahoma, which is for entrepreneurs and creative types. But there are many opportunities to serve one on one with somebody. And so part of the assignment is to keep a servant leadership journal to write in there as often as you want or you can. And it is also to, at the end of your time of service, it almost sounds like prison, but that you write a 2-page description of your experience along with pictures and media. I find that many times as we study through different leadership theories, that's what it is. It's theories. Sometimes we are able to practice those theories to prove them out. Most times they just kind of go into the bookshelf for maybe a time when we remember it or it's appropriate. But servant leadership, I believe, if we all really grasp the concept of making other people better and being that resource, being that servant to the individual, to the community, to the organization, that in general, it will make our community and our society that much better. So I appreciate the time. Thank you very much, and good luck on our degrees. Thank you.